Around and come back for me. Boom. Yo, what's going on, man? Today is March the 3rd, 2023. This is your boy Chris, and this is the ChrisBeCappinn NBA show. I'm live on Twitter. I'm also live on YouTube. We have a lot to get into, but first I want to say thank you. I never start the show off with a little bit of, so I'm gonna do it a little different today. I've been getting a lot of thank yous, but thank you to you guys. Thank you for everyone who supports the channel. Thank yous for everyone who ever hit the like button for me, whoever subscribed, whoever left me a good review, whoever came in here and dropped good information on a Play That Cash. For all my other co-hosts that don't even consider themselves co-hosts, for everybody that's ever tuned in and showed any support anyway. Everybody who ever bought a hat from me, a shirt from me, all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. Let's get to some cash today. Yesterday, as we always do, quick recap. I did go 2-1 on best bets. We had the Pacers and the Spurs to go under 238, and that was a cash. We had Miles Turner to go over 2.5 blocks. That was also a cash. And then we had the Raptors. I took the Raptors money line. That was not a cash. So 2-1 day. Overall, I had a 2-1 day on Wednesday as well, and a 4-0 day on Tuesday. I forgot what I did on Monday, but it was another winning day. So we've been definitely trending in the right direction with only a couple losses, like a couple meaning 2 losses this week. So hopefully we can keep it going. Finish the week off strong. I got a few plays that I really like today. So I'm gonna get into those, and I'll open it up as always to anybody else who wants to contribute for the show. That's did their homework, cap the games, got any great insight on sides, on totals, on props, on whatever the case might be. So let's jump right into it, man. I got a slight headache, but we're gonna power through. So first game up that I actually have a play in is the you know what? Hold on. I need to grab my iPad. Hold on. Oh. All right. So first game up we got is the Orlando Magic and the Charlotte Hornets. In the total, so it looked like Orlando is laying 3.5. If this is updated, let me make sure this is updated. Hold on. Thought it was 4. Let's make sure this updated. Okay, yeah, I'm right. So they land 4. They land 3.5 in some places. The total in this one opened at 227, which was, I think, the last total that came out today. I was waiting for it to come out. It took a while to come out. It took a while to drop it, but they did drop the total at 227. I took the under 227. No, I took the under 226 actually. It's 225 right now. I still like this game to go under. Orlando has been playing really solid defense. They are top 7 defensively in their last 10 games. They're also 25th offensively in their last 10 games as well. So they haven't really been scoring, but they have been playing, some pretty good defense. They're also 21st in pace as well in their last 10 games. So they're playing at a pretty slow pace. You look at Charlotte, they will be without LaMelo. Without LaMelo this season, they are their pace drops from 101.83 down to 99, and their points per game dropped from 116 with LaMelo in down to 108. So for all of those reasons, I do like the under. The last 5 meetings have also gone under. Charlotte is a big under candidate at home as well. So I like this one to go under as well. Orlando also got smacked up by the Bucks 2 nights ago, and I think they come back out with something in this game. Don't mind laying the 4 points with Orlando, but I like the total under 226 a little bit better, so I played the under in this game. Next game that I really like is the Brooklyn and Boston game. And I looked at Boston. I actually played Boston's team total to go over. I was looking at the full game over as well, but I ended up not getting there. It looks like the total has opened to 226. I saw it bet up to 228. It looked like it's back down between 227.5 or 228. If you like the under, I think it goes under all these totals. If you like the over, I think it goes over all these totals as well. I don't think the total will be close to 227.5. Honestly, I think the game goes over. I think Boston probably looks at this Brooklyn team and they understand that they're far superior than this Brooklyn team, and they should be able to get whatever it is that they want on this team as well. A couple things I looked at was Celtics is home favorites of 10 points or more with a total that was 225 or less. They're 6-1 to the over 6-1 to the over on their team total as well. So when Boston's laying 10 at home, they typically score and go over their team total. Another thing I looked at season like a league-wide trend was going back 2 years. So since the 2020 season, road dogs are 10 points or more playing their fourth game in 6 nights. They only 1-12 against the 1-12 straight up, 4-9 against the spread, losing by an average of 17 points, and 9 of their 13 opponents have all gone over their team total as well. So we were on the Knicks 2 nights ago against the Nets. That was a third game in 4 nights and a back-to-back for the Brooklyn Nets in that spot, which is why I was heavy on the Knicks in that spot. Now they only got 1 day's rest, so instead of this being instead of this not being a rest differential spot, I still feel like it is because Brooklyn only got 1 day off and now they're having to play again. So this is a 4th game in 6 nights for them. League-wide trend also shows us that post All-Star break, I know a lot of people, I know sometimes what I do is I get a little hesitant when I'm laying big numbers like 10, like 9, like 7.5, because I don't really trust a lot of these teams. But post All-Star break, you look at home favorites that's laying 10 points or more, those teams are 3-0. You got the Mavs who beat the Spurs, crushed them. The Kings beat the Blazers. That was the game without Damon, without Jeremy Grant in Sacramento. And then the Jazz beat the Spurs in the first game of that back-to-back when they had Jordan Clarkson. So I think it's going to get to a point where, you're going to have to start laying somebody. Well, not you're going to have to, but I think I'm going to start to feel more confident, I guess is what I'm saying, with laying double digits with some of these teams. When I think about Brooklyn, no, hold on. So when I think about Boston, the teams that match up the best with Boston are the teams that can actually go, in and rebound the basketball. We saw them, kind of struggle with closing out the Cleveland Cavaliers the other day. We also saw them struggle against the Knicks the other day. They actually lost to the Knicks at MSG. One thing we know about the Knicks is that they rebound the ball extremely well. You don't get a lot of second opportunities against the Knicks. I think that was one of the key factors in the Knicks, winning that game, and more so Boston losing. You look at Brooklyn. How do you beat Brooklyn? You beat them from the 3-point line. Boston is one of the better 3-point shooting teams in the league. Brooklyn is also one of the worst rebounding teams in the league, so I'm not worried about Boston getting out-rebounded in this game. And then I just think about the cohesiveness. Boston has a complete roster right now. Brooklyn is still trying to figure it out. A bunch of guards, no big men, because you can't count Ben Simmons. And, you really just got Nicholas Claxton down there. So I see a double-digit win. Did I lay the points with Boston? No, but I did take their team total to go over 119.5 in this game. Boston team total to go over 119.5. And moving along to the next game, I'll tell you guys what I want to do with the Blazers and the Hawks. I didn't play this, but if you can remember, this is what I think I want to do. So the Portland Trail Blazers will be coming to Atlanta. The spread is ballooned to 8 points. It opened at 6.5 last night is what I saw that. Atlanta as a home favorite, don't typically want to do that. Especially when they're on the first leg of a back-to-back as well. And that's an interesting query that I probably need to run to see how home favorites do that's laying 8 points on the first leg of a back-to-back, especially when the next game is on the road. I'm going to run that real quick and see what I come up with. But I'm not going to stop the show for that. So, matter of fact, hold on. Let me just do it real quick. So, home favorites and line is saying that they need to win by 7 or more, and the next rest equals 0. And also, the next game is on the road. 22-13 straight up, 16-19 against the spread, only winning by about 3 points per game. They're not covering that this year. 16-19 is not a profitable record at all. It is 23-12 to the over. Let's see about these high totals, because that's where I want to go. I want to go to the total in this one. Let's see. So yeah, Morty's are going under. Morty's are going under and over, and that's what I wanted to say to you guys. So, um, the Blazers don't score a lot of points on the road most of the time. Sometimes they do, most of the time they don't. The Blazers are 3-2 to the under as away dogs with a total of 235 points or more in games without overtime. Um, the total points are averaging about 225. The Hawks are 5-1 to the under as a home favorite as well, with a total of 235 points or more if you take away their overtime games. So I know the total is going up. I know that Atlanta is like bottom 5 defense. Portland is also like bottom 7 defense. Atlanta is one of the better offenses right now. But I think what I want to do, because the total has shot up so high, is 242, and we know totals of 240 or higher. We've been smashing the unders on those and hitting them pretty easily. So I low key want to put a quarter unit on the under right now, 242. But I also think it might make more sense to see if Portland and Atlanta flies out the gate fast, and maybe you could get a live line on a total at like 257 if they score a bunch of points in the first half. You take the total to go under at halftime. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. I probably won't play it, but if I'm watching the game at halftime, Portland, Atlanta, if the total is over 250, I think the second half goes under because Portland doesn't score a lot of points on the road, first of all. And Atlanta plays tomorrow, so they got to leave a little bit in the tank because they do travel to Miami to take on the Miami Heat tomorrow. So those are my thoughts on that game. It's a big prop game. I think there's a bunch of different things that could hit in the prop market in this game. I think Capella, his points plus rebounds, is definitely in play. It's 23.5. He's over in 3 of his last 4 games versus Portland. We also know Portland doesn't have Nurkic right now, so they're relying on Drew Eubanks, and best of luck with that. And Capella double-double, I think, is also in play. I saw that minus 110 earlier. Forgot what sportsbook I was on, but Capella double-double is definitely in play as well. Also couldn't talk about anybody off Trae Young assists. If you know anything about the Portland Trailblazers, they've been giving up assists left and right to point guards. I know they're bottom 5. I can't remember exactly where they are. And then I also think it's an interesting angle on Cam Reddish in this game, just because Cam Reddish is playing against his former team. This is the first time, the team that drafted him, this is the first time that Cam Reddish will play against Atlanta in Atlanta. When he was on the Knicks, he did play against the Hawks in New York, but he's never went back to Atlanta. So we know without Anthony Simons, I think Cam Reddish should go over his points prop. I think it was at 13.5, but I didn't play it. Just kind of sharing some notes with you guys in that one. Next game I want to talk about, and I'm almost done, actually. Well, I got a couple more games I want to talk about. So the Knicks and the Heat, simple one for me. Not betting on the Heat right now. They are on the no bet list, but I am betting on the Knicks right now because they are on the bet list. You look at the spot for these teams. So the Knicks have been red hot. We know that they are, what are they? They've covered and won 7 in a row, in 9 of their last 10 games as well. So not only are they winning, they're covering as well. Knicks are also the second best offensive rated team and the 6th best defensive rated team in the last 10 games. They're second in net rating as well. The Heat on the opposite side are 27th offensively, 25th in net rating over the last 10 games, and they only averaging 100 points per game over the last 5 games as well. I don't know if Jimmy Butler news came out or not, whether or not he was going to play. I know he was on the injury list and listed as questionable. I didn't even look at the injury. Let me just check real quick and make sure I see what I did miss. Let me get the update. So Banchero, PJ Washington's out. I figured that. Spurs to release Isaiah Roby, RJ Hampton, Isaiah Livers. That's tomorrow. Donovan Mitchell, Roby. No. Okay, so I did see all this. We just don't have news on Jimmy Butler, which was what I expect. We know that Spoelstra is not going. Him and Pat Riley work for the sports books. They're not giving anybody any information early, which really kills me. But anyway, either way, I think the Knicks are deciding this one. The Knicks are 6-1 straight up. I'm sorry, the Knicks, 6-1 straight up as and against the spread as a road favorite, including 5-0 straight up, and against the spread in conference games as well. They're 4-2 to the under in that spot. They've also, like I said, covered 7 in a row and 9 of their last 10. Covered and won 7 in a row, 9 of their last 10. The Heat 0-2 straight up, just 1-1 as a home dog this season, 0-2 to the under in that spot as well. And the Heat play tomorrow. Like I just mentioned, the Atlanta Hawks come to town. The Heat are 2-7 against the spread, playing on the first leg of a back-to-back, losing those games by average of 5 points. So I did take the Knicks minus the 2 full game. I couldn't talk anybody off taking the Knicks first quarter, first half. I just didn't do it myself. And I might end up getting there with the Knicks first quarter, first half. They're just a better team right now, man. It's not even close. The Knicks are the much better team. The Heat are kind of fading right now. And for the Heat to be successful, they really need 3-point shots to be falling. And the Knicks 3-point defense is actually playing really, really well. Knicks are they're just doing everything well. They're shooting the ball, they're passing the ball, they're rebounding the ball, defending the three, boxing out. So it was easy for me. This one, Knicks or nothing. So I took the Knicks minus the 2. Probably end up sprinkling on the first quarter and the first half as well. Probably a smaller plays, but I like the Knicks in the trifecta spot tonight. Even if they don't win the first quarter, I expect them to win the first half in the full game. Or if they don't win the first half, I expect them to win the first quarter in the full game. So I think the worst we could do is go 1-2. I'm sorry, go 2-1 in that spot. But I do think that they'll have a lead at the end of the game by more than 2 points and at the end of the first quarter or the first half. Like I said, probably a trifecta spot. Suns and Bulls, I didn't really play anything in this game, but I think the top look is so the line actually is the most puzzling line of the day. Opened at 6.5 in favor of Phoenix, has come all the way down to 3. Total opened at 222.5, is up to 223. Which I don't know if I necessarily agree with the movement there, but I don't know how much I can trust Chicago's defense against this version of Phoenix team. I know Chicago has been playing really, really good defensively. They are the best defensive team post All-Star and slightly before the All-Star break as well. But they haven't been playing a juggernaut like this Phoenix Suns team with Devin Booker, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, and now Kevin Durant having a game underneath his belt. So I'd be landing 3.5 with the Phoenix Suns, barring any setbacks or any injuries that I'm not, aware of in this one. I think CP3 assists are absolutely in play as well. You look at the Bulls, they're allowing the third most assists to point guards over the last 7 games, right at 10. CP3 assists is at 9.5. CP3 also is averaging 10 assists as well, 16 assist chances per game. He had 11, 14, and 15 in his last 3 games versus the Chicago Bulls dating back to the 2021 season. You look at other point guards the Chicago Bulls have faced in the last 7 games. I just saw Fred VanVleet, Drew Holiday, and Markelle Fultz had 9. Bradley Beal and Halliburton both had 8 in the last 7 games. So I think, CP3 being one of the greatest point guards of all time, I think he absolutely, gets the 10 assists, but I didn't play that one. Absolutely could see it happening though. Moving along to the Grizzlies and the Nuggets game. Really, really interesting game here. Spread opened at 5.5 in favor of the Denver Nuggets. It's come down to 5. Total in this one opened at 232.5. It went up to 234. I actually saw it open at 234.5, and it got bought down to 233.5 now. And I am official on the under in this one. So both of these two teams have played each other twice this season. Both games have gone under by 20 points. When the Memphis Grizzlies came to Denver earlier this season, if you've been following me for a while, you remember I was heavy on the Memphis Grizzlies in that spot. This is before Denver became a solid defensive team. I think they were like 22nd defensively. Coach Mike Malone had just challenged them defensively to kind of pick it up and turn it around. I wish I had known because I lost a lot of money that night. But I bet Memphis in Denver. Denver smashed Memphis. It was a TNT game. I think it was on a Thursday night. I won't forget it because I remember how much money I lost. But flip it last week. Denver goes to Memphis. Memphis loses. They get smashed. So both of the games have gone under so far this season. The Nuggets, they're 13-8 to the under as home favorites in conference games. They're also 4-2 to the under as a home favorite facing the team that they've beaten already this season. You look at this Grizzlies team as far as the over-under, they're 5-4 to the under as road dogs, average of about 227 points, while they're only scoring 106 points per game in this spot as a road dog. Memphis is also the 3rd best defensive team over the last 7 games, and Denver not far behind them. They're the 11th best defensive team over the last 7 games as well. League-wide trend tells me 2 of them. One of them tells me that when 2 good teams, like 2 teams that have like 2 great teams, let's say that 2 great teams that have a 60% win percentage or better play in a conference game post All-Star break with a total of 224 points or higher, they're 10-2 and 2 to the under dating back to 2008. That's an 83.3% trend that backs the under in this game. And then another one shows me since 2008, when two teams that have at least 1 day's rest and they have a 55% win percentage or better playing in a conference game with a total that has at least 234 points or more, excluding the playoffs, those teams are 15-3-1 to the under. Another 83% trend that says that this game goes under as well. So I played the Grizzlies and the Nuggets under 234. Also, really close to getting there with the Nuggets. Just haven't played it yet. The Nuggets are 26-4 against the straight up at home. They're 19-10-1 against the spread as home favorites, including 6-0 and against the spread in their last 6. They're also 8-3 straight up, 7-4 against the spread when they're needing to win by 5 points or less. Winning by average of 8 points. So if they got to win by 6 or less, they win by 9 on average. In games with Jokic as a home favorite, because a few of those games they didn't have him, and they're needing to win by 6 points or less. The Nuggets are 6-1 straight up, 5-2 against the spread, winning by 10 points. Nuggets also 6-0 straight up, 4-1-1 as a home favorite, playing against an opponent that beat them earlier this season. And you look at this Grizzlies team, we faded them right after the All-Star break against the Philadelphia 76ers in a game that we probably should have lost. But the Grizzlies are 0-9 straight up, only 1-8 as road dogs, losing by average of 16 points. They lost the last game to Philly by 5. They also got a 10-point loss in Boston and a 10-point loss in Cleveland as well. The Grizzlies are also 6-15 against the spread, playing against a team that they previously beaten this season, 0-5 straight up, and against the spread as road dogs in that spot, losing by an average of 15 points. So I didn't lay the 5 with the Nuggets, but I'll see how I'm feeling like around that time. But the homework's done already, and I just kind of shared it with you guys as well. Last game I want to talk about is my Lakers, man. I got the Lakers shirt on. Let's go LA. I need a win tonight, man. So Lakers and Timberwolves. I didn't play the Lakers, just for full transparency. I did not play the Lakers, but I did play the under. Just watching this Laker team play, adding Jared Vanderbilt, how much he means to the defense. And the Lakers have kind of, if you watch them play recently, they kind of switch their mindset to be more focused on, just playing defense. I know that the game with the Oklahoma City Thunder went over, but that game also didn't have AD in it. And it also was the second leg of a back-to-back. So kind of expected that one to go over when you think about it in retrospect. Where do I want to start? So Timberwolves, 2-0 to the under on the first leg of a back-to-back. They do play against the Sacramento Kings tomorrow in Sacramento. So typically teams try to leave something in the tank. They're 3-1 to the under as a road favorite versus a team that they've beaten already this season, and 4-1 to the under as a road favorite in conference games. You look at this Lakers team; they are just 2-2 to the over/under in games without LeBron. The AD do play in as home dogs, but those games only average about 223 points. You also look at league-wide trend, and this is what really got me on this play. Post All-Star break, there's a lot of parity in the Western Conference as far as seeding goes. A lot of these teams kind of juggling for spots in the playoffs. We've seen the Lakers, the Lakers have already jumped 2 teams in the Western Conference. The Oklahoma City Thunder have not won a game since the All-Star break. So it's a lot of teams kind of juggling for position. We've seen total start to go under. So post All-Star break, you look at road teams that's playing a conference game on the first leg of a back-to-back. They are 11-1 to the under. I'm sorry, 12-1 to the under. And that's like 95% so far that if a road team's playing on the first leg of a back-to-back, they go under in this spot. So Lakers are also going to need to be able to keep this game close. They are going to have to deal with their defense. They are 11th defensively in the last 4 games post All-Star break. You look at this Timberwolves team, they're 7th defensively in 3 games post All-Star break. Minnesota also has the second worst offensive rating post All-Star game as well. And the last 5 matchup between these 2 teams have all gone under the total as well. So I played the under 229, and those were my 5 plays that I just kind of gave you guys. So let's see. I think I gotta add I'm gonna put, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm gonna put it on the ticker at the bottom. So you guys will be able to see all the plays, but I'll say them one more time. Celtics team total over 119. Minnesota Lakers under 229. Memphis and Denver under 234.5. Knicks minus the 2.5. Orlando, Charlotte under 227. I'm sorry, under 226 is what they're supposed to say. I'm sorry, let me take that off. Under 220 I played it under 226. I wish I did get 227. 226, 227. I like both of them. I think it's a lower scoring game today. So that's what I like for today. I also talked about the props. I think the best prop game is the Atlanta Hawks game versus the Portland Trailblazers. Also, really like Jaylen Brown today. I think Tatum probably draws Mikal Bridges, which could make it a difficult matchup for him. Jaylen Brown has a really, really good game log against the Knicks. Against the Nets. So I like Jaylen Brown a lot tonight, but I didn't play him either. And yeah, that's it. 25 minutes. If you guys join late, all my plays are on the bottom of the ticker. If you're watching on YouTube, I just repeated them and gave all my analysis for all the plays that I like today. 5 top plays for me today. And I like a few player props too, but I'm trying not to go too crazy. So I'm going to just go with those 5 for right now. And go through some of the comments in the YouTube section. And then if you guys got plays, just send me a request on Twitter, and I'll try to get to as many as I possibly can. Like I said, I am kind of struggling with a headache, probably just not getting enough sleep. Also, be sure if you guys join late, man, like I said, if you want to show any kind of support and appreciation, just hit the like button for me. Share the show if you guys can. I appreciate all of the support. We going into the weekend with some cash. That you damn right, Markel. We are. Boston Celtics 3-point team record. New York Knicks this year, and Brooklyn next month. All the best bets are posted at the bottom. Tony, bag the Celtics team. Team points over 119.5. Let's get it, Bob. That's what I'm on too. Markel said I want to lay. But the Suns only 3.5. It was 6 last night. Something not right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that game. The Bulls are not. I don't think they're gonna keep that game close. But somebody knows something I don't know, so I didn't play it. Capella double. I talked about Cam Reddish threes could be there. I would just take Cam Reddish points. I think more so than his threes. I think his points at 13.5. He definitely gonna have the potential to get there today. It's going to be a big AD game. Gobert down there. We'll see how that goes. The Lakers did play the Timberwolves earlier this year in the game in Minnesota, the one that I went to for my birthday. And AD didn't play in that game. And Rudy Gobert had 20 and 20 against us in Minnesota. So I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen today, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. AD should eat tonight, but we'll see how it goes. Shout out to said in the chat. You think KD can score 30? I wouldn't take KD to score 30 just because he got so many other guys on the team. Also, Chicago plays at a really slow pace, and KD is only second game back, so I don't know if he's gonna necessarily need to go for 30. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna need to go for 30. KD is super unselfish too, so I wouldn't take KD to go for 30, but anything's possible. Let's see. What's making you stay off the under on the Suns? What's making you stay off the Suns or the under? So Bryce, for me, the reason why I'm staying off the under is because Chicago's defense has been good, but Chicago also hasn't really been playing anybody. They just played against Toronto. Toronto can't score 100 points against anybody. They couldn't score against the Wizards yesterday, and the Wizards not even good on defense. So you just played against Toronto, and then before that, you played against the Nets, who don't have anybody that can score the ball right now. Like I just feel like the Suns could score 125 points tonight if Chicago tries to play at a fast pace with them. So I don't want to play the under. The reason why the last under that I gave out was Chicago and Detroit, and that game went over because Chicago, the Bulls allowed the Raptors to almost score 70 points in the first half. So if they could do that, imagine what the Suns can do, which is why I'm staying off the under in that game, because I did think about that. I'm all over Jason Tatum. It's his birthday. He dropped 47 last year on his birthday. Best of luck. I'm not messing with Tatum, but I couldn't talk you off. Tariq, I do weekend shows sometime. I got a busy day tomorrow though, so I probably won't do a weekend show. I might make a couple, make a video or something. I got a super busy day tomorrow though. Like I got to cap the games tonight, because I'm not gonna be able to have a chance to really look at the games tomorrow before the lines get bad. Like my day is slam full until the game starts, so I'm gonna get a chance to watch them, but won't have a chance to. I don't know if I'm gonna have a. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to bet them. Snag said he got a feeling that the Bulls win. Okay. Knicks first quarter is a wagon. Yeah, Nick. I couldn't talk anybody off Knicks first quarter, first half. Lakers and Timberwolves under is plus 100 on DraftKings. Okay, make sure you get the best number if you take the under though, because I know the total did drop to about 227 and a half. Cameron said he's on Orlando minus the 4. Couldn't talk you off of that. Los Angeles retirement home shirt on. Hey Snag, so we actually got a lot younger. We got a lot younger. We got some youth on our side now. Getting rid of Westbrook. Bringing in a young guy like Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt. Boy, we young out here in these streets, boy. So that's what I'm on, man. Hit the like button, like I said, if you guys can. And let me get to some of the requests in the chat and see what the people are on. First up, coming to my guy Stefan, who gave out some bangers the other day. Who was it? Mitchell Robinson, quickly points, double, all of it cash the other day. And the Knicks do play again today, so I'm pretty sure my guy got something for us. What's up, Stefan? How you doing today, my brother?
Hey, I'm doing great. How you doing tonight?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. Looking for some cash, Stefan. What you got for us today?
Hey, we are. Hey, we're just trying to keep this positive momentum going with the Knicks. I feel like I'm really locked in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so obviously, the biggest thing I'm looking for in this game is I just think this is a terrible matchup for Miami. I like to read the clippings. Shout out to you for saying that. Read the clippings. Read what the coach is saying. Miami's been soft as hell since the All-Star break. The interior is like Charmin soft. They can't keep anyone off the glass. And you already know where I'm going. I'm going to my dog, Mitchell Robinson, on the glass again. They had his 8.5 at minus 130. And looking at centers against the Heat, Portis hit him for 11 in 21 minutes. Mark Williams put up 20 in that same game. Nick Richards off the bench had 7 in 19 minutes. Embiid hit 12. And on the back-to-back, Paul Reed had 14. Now, I'm going to keep saying this. They're going to stop disrespecting Mitchell Robinson because I'm taking that double-double every time they put it up. And I don't really care about the result at this point because it's just made so much money. So the double-double today is 348. But I built the ladder because I really think Mitchell's going to get, if the game stays close, I'm pretty confident he's going to get like 10, 12. And if the game stays close late, he has a chance at 14 because he's done 13 2 times, 12. And that last Nets game, he was going to kill that ladder, but the game was a blowout. But my favorite long shot of the day is him for 10 points and for 14 rebounds. I sprinkled at that. That's at 14.07. My thing is, I just don't get, like, what does everyone not see with this dude? Like, he's going to be a terror on the glass. Bam Adebayo is going to be on Randall because you can't put Kevin Love on him. If you put Kevin Love on Randall, Randall's going to go off. And that brings me to my next play, which is probably my favorite of the night, which is Bam Adebayo for one block. I've always said that Bam owns Julius Randle. Every time they match up, Randle just goes under on everything because it's just a matchup nightmare. Bam against the Knicks has a block in, 1 second. I want to say, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but he has a block in 7 straight. 7 of his last 10 home games, he has a block. And the thing that I really like about this game is, one, centers against the Knicks have a block in 15 of the last 17. Like, centers, Knicks, they get blocked. But Spo called out the Heat after the last game, saying that they've got to change their soft, basically. So if something keeps happening in the same matchup and there's the motivation for Bam to have a good defensive game, I love that one. One block is plus 100 somehow. Quickly's plus 100 for his 12.5. I don't know. He's done it 8 straight. The Heat have no one to guard him. I don't know. I've said it a million times. And the final play I'm on is Tyler Hero's threes ladder at 3, 4, and 5. His 5 is 550. The thing I really like with this is Caleb Martin might sit. And if Caleb sits, we've seen Tyler Hero in 5 games attempt 9, 11, 9, and 13 3-pointers. And against the Knicks, he's hit this line like 5 times in a row. So I think the thing with the Knicks, the stats can be a little deceiving. Like, we don't give up a lot of threes, but the threes are wide open, especially to the 2 and the 3. So I like Hero. And if Caleb sits, I'm going to be all over Max Strus again, the same way I was when it came to MSG, because the 3 is always open against us. So, yeah, I like those for my looks tonight for this game.
Oh man, that's a lot, Stephen. A lot of like really really great insight for this game. I'm probably gonna get there with you with Mitchell Robinson double double. Hadn't thought about that one at all. I like the band block and I like the heroes threes ladder as well. One thing I've been looking at though, Stephen, is that you guys really have defended the 3-point ball a lot better. I know that some aggression's probably coming because y'all been balling at home and you might take your foot off the gas on the road. Road players play better at home, that type of thing. But this team just really like has, I think, the best synergy and probably like the hottest team in the league right now. I mean, I know the Bucks didn't lose a game in February, right? Like that's crazy in itself. I think they won 10 in a row in February, and then 14 game win streak. Like I totally get that, but like it just feels like the cohesiveness, like everybody's just kind of on the same wavelength. They probably eating breakfast together and got their wives and girlfriend. You know what I mean? It's like it's just different,
like Quickly and Josh Hart have like this bromance thing going
right?
on. Like,
that's what I mean, bro.
Yeah,
so
I'll say this. It does feel like there's some regression to the mean. Like 2 years ago when we had the 4 seed, there was like this big, like the nerds, the analytic nerds hated our team because we would leave the 3-pointers open, but they wouldn't go in. And like right now, like in that Knicks Celtics game, Tatum was open like 9 times. He just bricked them all. Cam Johnson, which we made so much money that last game, but that's the one I'm kicking myself because like I knew he was gonna stick the 4-5 threes.
You called it.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to have too many plays. Like once again, I have another play I like, but I don't want to have too many plays, which is Julius Randle under 34.5 PR. Like he stinks versus Bam. Go look at the game logs. Like he does nothing. Bam doesn't respect him. So I'm not gonna play it, but it's just like. Yeah, there's like a lot of looks in this game.
Hey, so you might want to go ahead and put a little something on it, bro.
I know. Every time I say I'm not gonna play, it always hits.
Hey, you sound like I sound like everybody else talking to me when I say I gotta lean and then they end up catching.
Yeah, and like, bro, the reason I really like that under PR because it's his rebounds aren't gonna be the same because Mitchell's just grabbing them, and you figure on defense, I'm guessing they're gonna put Randall and Kevin Love, so he'll be out by the 3-point line. So if he only gets like 7 or 8 rebounds, he's got to put up what 27 on Bam. Like he's not going to do that.
No, I mean I don't think he really needs to with all the contributors that you guys have, Stephen. So it makes sense, Like everybody's kind of chipping in. Josh Hart's playing well, quickly off the bench. Toppin is dominating his minutes, like and we haven't even talked about Brunson and his late game takeover ability and what he does in the second half. So. Damn, I like it, bro. I like all the looks that you just said, honestly, Stephen.
Hey, hopefully we can come back with some $1 more than we left to start the day with.
Hey, hopefully it's a lot more, goddamn it. I need a lot more.
Listen, if Mitchell Robinson keeps going off, I'm gonna be unbearable on my top. It's just the disrespect. The fact that the double-double, like I love Capella's double-double tonight, but how is like a guy who's playing as well as Clint Capella like nearly plus 300 more for his double-double?
That's a fact. That's a fact. Hey, best of luck, man. I could talk Knicks basketball with you all day, bro.
Yes,
we gotta keep it moving. But I appreciate you for sharing the looks, bro. Best of luck tonight.
Yes, sir.
Best of luck tonight. LJ coming to you. Then Frag, I'm coming to you. I'm getting Dream up and Vaughn as well. What up, LJ?
What's going on, Chris, man? You know what time it is. Cash Your Friday, my friend.
Yes, sir. You want let me I'm gonna take a guess, LJ. I know you're running your Knicks first halfback.
Of course, man. This is a trifecta spot. Man.
Okay.
It's a trifecta spot. The Knicks are 7-2 ATS as a road favorite, man. I mean 5 ATS last 5. We already know Miami 8-20-2 ATS at home. I mean, I don't see Miami doing anything against the Knicks, man. They on a roll. I agree with your boy Fuller, man. I mean, they can't stop Mitchell Robinson, and he talked me on that double-double. So I'm riding with him, man. It's just I love listening to other people because they can say one way, that you was thinking, and boom, confirm it right there. So Mitchell Robinson double-double, I'm taking that with him. And pretty much Knicks full game, man, minus the 3. So that's one of my plays. I'm going Denver, of course, man. I put out the free play early online, on my social media at LJ Sports Media. So Denver first quarter, full game, 16-5 straight up in the first quarter versus the West at home. And they're 10-0, Chris, straight up versus the West in the last 10 at home. So Denver's going to smash. Revenge spot. Denver is one of my plays. I was leaning the Portland and Hawks over, Chris, but you talked me off, man. You say that Portland don't score a lot on the road, but they allow 123 on the road. And the Hawks are averaging like around 120 the last 6 games at home. So I still may take that over. I'm not sure yet, but I'm on Trae Young, 30 and 10 assists. I kind of did a little special to where 30 points, Atlanta win, and the team total over 124 and a half at plus 271. And I also took his 11 assists, Atlanta win, plus 144. Because, you know, the money line, I don't really trust the spread with the Hawks.
Shit, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either.
And you know, Hawks turn up at home, and they 5-1 at home.
They do, LJ. This the only thing that scared me is that I think they got to leave a little bit in the tank for tomorrow for that.
Yeah.
You know, like if they was chilling tomorrow and they had another game on Sunday, you know what I mean? Even if the Sunday game was on the road, I'd be like, all right, cool. But because they got to fly to Miami, which, you know, Atlanta to Miami is not a long flight at all, but it's just the simple fact that, you know, you got that game tomorrow. So mentally you preparing yourself to, you know, not go too crazy today. So I think this is a game where everybody will be on the over, and then it'll go, you know, to finish at 235 points, 234 points, and everybody gonna be like, damn, why, you know, how come they didn't go over, you know? Because people not capping the game, you know, that way. Now, can it go over the total? Absolutely, which is why I wouldn't talk anybody off of it. I just feel like Portland, you said Portland give up a lot of points. Portland doesn't score a lot of points, though. You know what I mean? When they're traveling from road to home. I also feel like if they run a box and one on Dame, then you really got, you know, you got to rely on those other players to score. And I'm not putting my money on Drew Eubanks and you know, Matisse Thybulle to you know, to fill it up today. You know what I mean? So especially when you got wing defenders like, you know, Hunter and DeJounte, you know what I mean, LJ? So that's what kind of talks me. I wouldn't play the over. I think the better thing is with the total being 242 points, you know, with the way these teams scoring in the first half, maybe it's a first half over and the second half under. Maybe Atlanta will come back down to earth a little bit in the second half, and we get a live line of like 257, 258 at halftime because, you know, it's an 80 to 80 at halftime. I probably will take the under dinner, LJ. That's what I'm thinking about the game. I'm not gonna play it pregame though. I'm gonna just wait, play it halftime or not play it at all.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I also was going to approach that with the Bulls and the Suns because I was leaning towards the under in that game as well. But you did mention, what if the Suns come out firing because they got KD now? You know, they may score 35 points in the first quarter. But I may bet it live. You get what I'm trying to say? Because eventually it'll slow down. You know, the Bulls play slow, and that under may hit the second half. So I'm leaning towards that. But of course, I got a couple of props. I'm going to take a shot on Lauri Markkanen's double-double plus 115. He's had a double-double, got his last 4. And OKC has allowed a double-double to the opposing leading rebounder of team 4 out of the last 5. But they didn't do it against the Lakers because AD didn't play. But I'm pretty sure if AD played, he would have had a double-double. So I'm going to take Lauri Markkanen. I'm going to take the shot on De'Aaron Fox, over 27.5 points, minus 109. He's had 30, 8 out of the last 9. And I'm going to take the shot on the 2+ steals, plus 150, because he's averaging 9 steals in his last he's averaging 2 steals, I'm sorry. But the team Kings are averaging 9 steals a game in their last 3 games. And the Clippers are allowing 11 steals a game in their last 3 games, which is dead last. So Sacramento's going to have a lot of steals tonight. And I believe De'Aaron Fox will have 2+. So those are my... Let's cash today.
Hey, let's cash them, LJ. Appreciate you sharing them, my brother. Appreciate you sharing them. Kick it to Vaughn, and then I'm coming to you, Dream. What up, Vaughn? Oh, my fault. Frag next. Then I'm kicking it to Vaughn. What up, Fred?
Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah, you good. What up, Fred?
Ain't shit, man. How you been doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. Things been good post All-Star break. You know, no complaints from me at all, bro. No.
That's a fact. Yeah, I just took like a little break. Honestly, I've been tailing, what's his name? Stephen, the Knicks guy, man. He been praying corn, man. I just been following his little Knicks plays.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. It's like he courtside watching Mitchell Robinson down there. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, facts. So I got a couple joints. I had locked in. I got Boston minus 5.5 first half. That's my first play. I just think they're just a better team. Brooklyn kind of struggling to score lately. I mean, they can play a couple good defensive possessions in a row, but offensively, I think that's where their defense gets hurt when they can't score the ball. They kind of just get hurt. And Celtics are kind of trending upwards after the little bad stretch of basketball, a couple bad losses to some bad teams, but I think they'll get it done at home. Second play, DeJounte Murray, actually, 19.5 points. Locked it in yesterday as well. I don't know if it moved or not, but he had 40 against Portland when they played in Portland like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Portland don't play no defense. I think he could easily get 20 against these guys. It could be even like a first half cash, maybe, depending on how he comes out gunning. And then I got two more. I like Malik Monk today, man. I got Monk at 11.5 points against these Clippers, man. These Clippers ain't playing no defense, man. They keep talking this PG, Kawhi, Covington. I mean, he not playing, but like talking about they got all these wing players that can play defense. My biggest hope for this game is if Marcus Morris is playing. If he's on that,
he already ruled out, Fred.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think I let me just confirm, but I think he got ruled out earlier. I feel like I saw.
Yeah, shit.
Let's see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Yeah, he got rolled out 2 hours ago.
God damn it. Yeah, because, when he had 40, they just was putting him in a pick and roll every time. He can't move his feet, man. He old as dirt, honestly. He's decent at scoring, but I still think Malik Monk get 12 points. I mean, he dropped 40 on these guys. And no Kawhi, that's a less defensive, player. They're going to have to put someone else in, and it's going to be, more minutes for bench players. And even maybe Bones Highland gets minutes. So, like, I think Monk get 12 points, honestly. And the way they play at home, he could definitely get it done. They end up back-to-back, too, so the leg's going to be kind of not under them. And then my last play is Ja Morant, actually. Ja Morant, what did I get it at? Hold up.
28.5 is points?
Nah, I got 26.5.
Oh, 26.5. Okay. Okay, my fault.
Nah, you good. Yeah, man, if you just look at the trends, he scores a lot against Denver, especially at Denver. He had 30, and I think he had like 28 other time, and then the other two games he had like 37 or something. He's averaging almost 30 against Denver. I don't know what it is against them.
Let me tell you what it is, Fred. It's that Denver they give up. The only flaw with Denver defensively is they still give up points in the paint, and that's because Jokic can't jump over a loose leaf sheet of paper, right? So Jokic doesn't care about playing defense because you can't stop him on offense. Jokic is the highest offensive rated player in the NBA, right? So if you come down and dunk on him or get 2 points in the paint, he does. I don't know if y'all pay attention. Jokic will move out the way and let you score because he's not trying to pick up no fouls. He understands how important he is, right? And if you got to also think about the because I thought about this earlier. I almost got there with you, Frank. I just like the full game under, so I didn't take Ja, but I do like Ja points. When with Memphis, they struggle to score on the road. They only average 106 points per game.
So he got to pick it up.
So he got to pick it up, right? Because you know what I mean? Like, Adama ain't scoring. You know what I mean? He not. Tillman not down there getting double-doubles. Brandon Clark don't play as well on the road. You know what I mean? So Jared Jackson Jr. liable to get and pick up 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes. So that's what it is. That's why Ja has to do so much more. So I'm with you, Frank. I just wanted to kind of make that point because I did almost get there with Ja points as well.
Yeah, it's just I noticed it when I was watching the game last time they played. He's just like super attack mode, and like it's a bad matchup for Triple J and Tillman. These guys is like, Dylan Brooks. He might be Pat Bev 2.0, man. So like that man ain't playing. He ain't playing defense. He not scoring. He just doing a lot of talking. Desmond Bain could show up. I like Desmond Bain. He's a good player. But it's definitely Ja, especially early, because altitude, first quarter, you don't want to be down like 10, 12 points that early, and then it's just like and they kind of owe him too. They blew him out a couple days ago, so they kind of owe him a get back. So yeah, those are my plays right there. Okay.
Hey, best of luck, Fred. I like the Monk play. I like the Ja play for sure as well. And DeJounte. I think DeJounte could definitely get there as well. I like DeJounte a lot tonight. When it's so many props, I get overwhelmed. I can't can't do all of it. So I don't want to give out
understand.
8 plays, but I love your looks for real, Fred.
I
Love the
do
looks,
got a
bro.
question though, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no. What's up? Then I'm coming to Vaughn. What up, Fred?
So the Mitchell Robinson, the double, what do you think about just 16 and a half, the PR? Would you like that at all or no?
I mean, you got to, right? 16 and a half, that's only 17. You know, if you expect him to get a double, you got it. You know, you would think that he probably get the 10 points too.
Has he played Miami before, or like, are you guys like concerned with the foul trouble, maybe like with Bam, or no?
I would say, I mean, he does have the potential to get in foul trouble, and that's the one thing that could keep the game close. But I mean, recently he's just been so locked in. So I guess the foul trouble, you know, will scare him up just a tad bit. If I play it, it'll be a small play for me. But I couldn't talk Stephen off, you know, playing that double. Just because the dude just been so dominant, and outside of Bam, who do you really have as a big man? You know, like who do you have as a big man for Miami? Kevin Love, you know, he's standing at the 3-point line nowadays. He's not going down there, you know, like can stop anybody, you know, like so yeah.
Well, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me up and giving me some insight. Thanks.
Absolutely, Frank. Best of luck, bro. I hope you cash them tonight, man. Vaughn, I'm kicking it to you, and then Dream, I'm coming to you. What up, Vaughn?
Yo, what's good, my boy?
How you, man?
I'm great, bro. Had a day off yesterday, man. I played Luka for 30 points, and that was it. I think that shit was like minus 200. I just needed a little bit of action yesterday, but I ain't had too much. For real, man. It was good to have a day off with no research. I was able to kind of get a head start on the day's work. I'm driving right now, so if I fade out, let me know. I'm going to go in order that I like these. I'm going to be kind of quick. So I like Walker Kessler rebounds. It's 11.5 on FanDuel. Last 4 games, he's averaging 14.8, which is tied for second in the league in that time. Last 4 games, he's leading the league in rebound chances. He plays against the Oklahoma City Thunder, who have struggled to rebound the ball all season long. So I played him at 11.5, and I played him at 14 as well. I think last time he played them, I think he might have had like 5 or 6 blocks as well. So if you play defensive stats, then that's a good one for you. Let's see. I took that team total for the Boston Celtics. My same Brogdon got ruled out. That shit don't make no difference. So right now, the Dallas Mavericks and the Brooklyn Nets, you just got to find ways to attack those teams. We talked about it last year where we was always attacking the Indiana Pacers because they were so bad. Right now, Brooklyn and Dallas are giving up like 135 a night since like the trade deadline. And that's not like an exaggeration. I think it might be like 131. I know they're allowing everybody to reach their team total, whether it be first quarter, first half, halftime, it don't matter when. So I took that Boston team total at 119.5. I had a play, and you talked about it on the morning show. I took the under on the Memphis and Denver game. Reason being, these conference games are going under at an alarming rate. And it's an easy line to attack. This is before we know that Memphis struggling. Like, you never thought Memphis would struggle offensively without Steven Adams, as if he's scoring 25 a game or some shit.
That's a fact.
Memphis, one of the worst scoring teams in the month of February, surprisingly, with no Steven Adams. Them on the road, so I took that under. I got it at 234.5 on FanDuel this morning. That was the highest I seen it at. So I love that play. Going along with that, I took Nikola Jokic rebounds and assists. If you look at Jokic rebounds and assists, so his line is at 23.5. He's 11 out of 15 to that number since January the 1st. Last time they played, he had 13 rebounds and 13 assists. Let's see. In the month of February at home, he's 4 out of 5 to this number. Memphis bottom 5 all season pretty much, and they give up a lot of assists to power forwards and centers. So I went with the Jokic 23.5 rebounds and assists. Let's see. I played Clint Capella rebounds. We know Portland has been struggling defensively, and you can kind of get whatever you want against Portland at this time. So I played the Capella rebounds. I got it at 10.5, I think, on like Bet365 or PointsBet or something like that on one of the little off-brand books for -120. I played Kevin Durant points at 20.5. I got it on DraftKings early this morning. And I like Cam Reddish tonight as well. I probably, sprinkle on a ladder up to about 25 or something. I think he's no Anthony Simons tonight, leads to more opportunities. And I just think he's going to go back to kind of go at Atlanta since they the team that traded him. But those all of my plays for the night. If you're looking for them, they're in my Discord, which is in my link in my bio. Been doing pretty good this week. Starting to see the board really well. I think the teams that are tanking are starting to make it clear that they're tanking. And so we're going to keep attacking those teams like the Houston Rockets and shit like that. So that's what we on tonight, man. Looking to go undefeated, man. Looking to keep it going. Been seeing it kind of good.
Absolutely, Vaughn. Best of luck to you, bro. Appreciate you sharing the looks, man.
Yes, sir.
Let me kick it to Dream, and then Monotone, I'm coming to you as well. What up, Dream?
It's the vibes, man.
What up, bro? How you, man?
I'm all right. One day yesterday. TJ, man, people was taking my boy's assists, but it's all good. I counted like 15 potential assists, and I had to beg NBA stats to give me one assist.
It be like that, Dream.
I'm like, yo, I just not an assist.
Right.
But yeah, man, I got a bunch of plays today, but I cut them down to the ones that I love the most. And I'm going to keep the description short. First off, I'm on Jason Tatum points. It's mostly a personal, emotional play. He really cashed me out last year on his birthday, and I didn't even know it was his birthday. Somebody said he had 46. I don't think so. I think he had 36, 37, but I could be wrong. Either way it goes, he had a really good game, and he started off slow and then went off. That was against Memphis last year. I know it's a tough matchup, but it's his birthday. He's one of the best players in the league. He'll be able to shoot as much as he wants.
What you get his line at, Dream? It's 30.5 or 29.5?
No, 28.5.
Oh, it's 20. Oh, damn. See, I didn't even look. Okay, 28.5. Okay.
28.5 minus 122.
Okay.
And I sprinkled this triple-double. I wish it was better odds. It was only plus 1,400. Matter of fact, I didn't even play a triple-double. I just played 10 assists alone. You can get that at PointsBet or DraftKings, and that was plus 1,100. Because obviously you can't get a triple-double without the 10 assists. And I could see him having something like 9 assists and 10 rebounds or something like that. So, yeah, so I sprinkled that. My phone, I just got a text. So I sprinkled it triple-double at plus 1,100. I like Kelly Olynyk. I'm hearing everybody talk about the Jazz big man. And I took Kelly Olynyk over 5.5 rebounds. His juice, minus 140. He's covered this number the last 5 games. During that time, he's had games of 10, 12, 14. So I love it tonight. Get in, get out. We can cover this by halftime. So I took his. He's a power forward for the Jazz. I love Clay rebounds over 4.5. And that's plus money. And I laddered that up all the way to him getting a double-double at plus 2,000. Basically, I've been watching the Golden State Warriors, and I'm like, why is Clay getting all these rebounds? He just snagging them. I don't know exactly why it is.
He got called out, Dream. Apparently him and Coach Steve Kerr had like a heart-to-heart the other day, and Coach Kerr told him that he needed him to do more, not just stand around shoot three-pointers. He needed him to rebound. He needed him to box out. He got to pick it up without them having Wiggins, I think, more so than them, not having Steph. So I think that's the reason why he's been on the rebounding tear. But go ahead, Dream. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that.
Wow.
Yeah, he's been going crazy.
I'm like, what is Clay doing? Like,
Yeah, he's been going crazy.
So basically, and it's funny because since Wiggins and Steph been out, his rebound rate went from 9% to 20%. So he's doubled his rebound rate. He's gone over this the last 4 games. Last 2 games, he had 8 and 11. So I don't think they've adjusted his line. His rebound line is normally like 3.5. During the season with Steph, with Wiggins, you get him at 3.5, maybe 2.5. super juiced. So the fact that it's just 4.5 juice, they haven't adjusted, I don't think. So I took that. And my last play was the first play I made. Kevin Durant over 21.5. I got it juice. I should have waited. Could have got a better number, but I got it juice minus 140. I got a lot of juice plays tonight. But Kevin Durant over 21.5. I love it. I was on his first on him to go over his first game, and he did that pretty easily. And normally we say we want to get shot attempts with the points, but it's Kevin Durant, possibly the most efficient scorer of all time. So you don't really need 20 shots for him to get 20. If you're going to give me 15 to 17 shots in 25 minutes, I'll take it every time. Like y'all was talking about, I don't know why this line is going down, but I'm leaving it the hell alone. Somebody knows something, I don't know. But because Chicago's trash to me, like for my eyes. Yeah, they barely beat Detroit. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. But hey, I hope it is close, because if it is close, I love KD to go over his number. He's gonna play around 25 to 28 minutes, and he could have had 30 last game. It's just Booker started going crazy. He started deferring the Booker. So I love it, and that's what I'm on. I got a couple ladders. For some reason, I like Paolo Banchero. It ain't even some reason. Charlotte is like up and down. Not as much without Melo. It's not as much as an open gym without Melo. But still, I sprinkle Paolo to get 6 to 8 assists plus 500 and plus 2,000, because I could see him trying to get his first triple-double as well tonight. And that's what I'm on.
Okay. Damn, Dream got the looks. Okay, Dream. I like the looks, bro. I like the looks, man. I'm really interested to see what happened in the first quarter between Chicago and Phoenix, because if Phoenix go up by 10, I swear I'm gonna be so upset that I didn't lay the 3.5. But I'm with you, Dream. I don't know what people know, bro, but it scared me off. So line coming from 6.5 down to 3.5. I don't know, man. I only be able to look towards Phoenix though. But I like the looks, Dream. Appreciate you, bro. Let me kick it to Monotone, and then Stem, I'm coming to you, and I'm going to try to get up a few more people before we get up out of here. What's up, Monotone? How you doing, my guy?
I'm doing well, man. We got a nice slate today, a lot of spots. I won't keep us here too long. I started out last night, I played Chris Paul, over 8.5 assists. That was a collab with my guy, Prop Bomb. It's up to 9.5 now. Unfortunately, that's what happens when you get those late night numbers. But I still like 9.5 as a number. That's what I thought it would be, and that's what I was planning on playing it as. People are kind of worried about Kevin Durant taking over that ball handling responsibility. But since January 1st, Chris Paul was averaging 55 passes made per game. With Kevin Durant in the lineup, that actually increased to 63. He also did have 11 assists in that game, and his adjusted assist increased as well. So despite the fact that KD is there, he's a ball handler, I still think we don't have to worry about Chris Paul that much, especially with a brutal scoring matchup against those Bulls guards, which probably have one of the scarier guard defenses in the league right now, with that Caruso, Beverly, and DeSumo combination hitting you for 42 minutes. So I love that spot right there. I think CP3 goes off. I also gave out my first play bigger than 1 unit of the season so far. That was another collab with my guy, NBA Props, who's in here right now. Absolute legend. You should be following him.
Shout out to NBA Props. Absolutely, Monotone. It's my guy.
100%. Yesterday, we had 2 Miles Turner blocks and 1 Buddy Hield as a combo, and that one hit. Today, we went to one that I like even more. Walker Kessler to get 2 blocks and Jalen Williams to get a steal. That one was minus 120. I've talked about Jalen Williams a couple times up here. He leads all NBA players in steals in the year 2023, averaging 2.1 per game. Absolutely phenomenal. He's going to keep playing 30 minutes. And guess what? Walker Kessler had 7 blocks in his last game versus OKC. He has a 4-inch size advantage versus any of the bigs that the Thunder are going to throw out there. That is absolute block city. Kessler is an animal. That's all he did at Auburn. That's exactly what he's known for. He's come to the NBA and done it again. So if you can ladder those blocks, I definitely love that. He had 7. I paired it with Williams to get a steal. So that's my favorite look of the day. I've got a couple more. I don't want to go on for too long. I did just play Michael Porter Jr. over 2.5 threes at minus 145, and then I laddered that up to 5 threes as well. I love Michael Porter Jr. I think he's going to have a very good game against the Grizzlies interior that is very strong.
Damn, so I think I'm gonna tell you on the Walker Kessler with Jalen Williams. I like that play a lot. The 2 blocks and the 1 steal. I appreciate you, Monotone, for sharing the looks, man. Absolutely appreciate you for sharing the looks. Stem, I'm coming to you. What's going on, my guy? How you doing?
Hey,
Hey, Chris, I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Well, that's a big slate, man. I can't only. I be here all day trying to figure out where I even thought you was going with what you about to share. Stan, what you got for us today, my guy?
Yeah, so the player I'm going with today is Pat Bev. So a little bit of a surprise there. I didn't expect to be playing him this year, but ever since he joined Chicago, his minutes have increased game by game. I mean, last game he had 10 boards, 10 assists. So the straight play I'm going with is his base over 6.5 rebounds and assists. He's cleared this in every game besides one since he's been there. So 3 of the last 4 games for them. And when he's cleared it, he's cleared it pretty efficiently. He's got 9, 11, and 20. His one game he didn't clear, he had 6. I expect him to be on the floor a lot tonight. They're going to need his defensive ability against D-Book, CP3, KD, all the above. So it's a good spot for him. But bouncing off that, my crazy play involving him. So actually, I'm taking this over to DraftKings. I've been playing around with their same-game parlay function a little bit, and found quite a play here today. It's plus 50,000 here. So he had 10 boards and 10 assists last game. So if you take him 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and then 1 first-quarter assist and 1 first-quarter rebound, comes out to plus 50,000. So that's basically an 8 and 8 for him. I'm assuming if he gets that, he's going to get 1 and 1 in the first quarter. I placed that at around noon today, so I'm hoping it's still where it is. I haven't checked, to be honest. But that's what I got tonight. That's my hidden gem of the day.
Steph, so you said if I play Patrick Beverley on DraftKings at 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and for him to get 1 rebound and 1 assist in the first quarter, it's plus 50,000?
Plus 50,000. I got $20 to win $10,000 on it right now.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, you know what? Say no more. Okay. I'm going to put
gonna type it in right now and just see if it's still there. I placed it at noon today. So.
I mean, I don't care if it dropped to plus 49,000. I'm cool with that too.
Yeah, I mean that's what I got for today. I mean he's got a nice little spot today. He's gonna probably see 20 plus minutes out of sleep. He played 33 last game. They're definitely gonna need him on the defensive end tonight, and he's been hustling out there. That's what he does.
Damn, that's crazy. Hey, hell of a fine stem, even if it don't cash, man. Appreciate you sharing that look for sure.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Have a good night, man. Best of luck on that one for sure. I might put a little something on that with you. Dream, what's going on, my guy? I see your hand went back up.
My fault. I was actually just going to try to verify that real quick and see if that's there because I'm on DraftKings myself. But while I'm doing that, I wanted to say, yeah, man, for people that need let me see what it is. Okay, it's plus 4,000 just doing the 8 and 8. I ain't do the first quarter. The first quarter probably made it crazy. But yeah, for people that don't know, man, DraftKings is like the old FanDuel right now. You can get some crazy odds on there. Like, I got Ben Carroll 10 assists. That's where I got that at the plus 2,000. I couldn't find that nowhere else. I got Marcus Smart earlier today, 10 assists at plus 1,700. That got nerfed. And 8 assists plus 800. They got crazy odds. You just got to find them at the SGP part. You got to go to the SGP, and that's where you will find them under the individual rebounds and assists. So I just want to share that.
Nah, I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that for sure. Cause
sorry to interrupt here. But
no, go ahead, son.
I've been playing around with them all day, basically trying to find these different spots. As he was saying on DraftKings, if you find these little functions with the first quarter 1 and 1, for example, it's basically best for triple doubles or double doubles. That's what I recommend the most. But you can find plus 50,000, plus 20,000, some insane plays that, in retrospect, when you put it in other books, the value is just a major discrepancy there. It's not even in comparison compared to what you're getting in other spots. But I just sent you over a DM actually of the slip just so you can see the plus 50,000. But that's what we got tonight.
Hey, I appreciate that, Stan. I definitely appreciate that. I spent so much time on sides and totals that I kind of got away from the props. Last year I was all over the props. I don't know, man. I see them and it's always there. Some stuff's definitely worth a sprinkle. I see Laurie Marketing to score 40 tonight at plus 650, and they don't have anybody to score. I'm just on Bet365 right now. Like I feel like that's in play. It's just I become too overwhelmed, which I think is why I just kind of laid off the props. There's so many things to like on a given night, but I definitely appreciate guys like STEM, guys like Dream, guys like Monotone who are so creative, with putting little things together and just finding the best odds as well. There's a lot of research that go into it, man. For all the people who just listen. It's a lot of time and energy that goes into this stuff for sure. So I appreciate you, Dream. Appreciate you stepping for that. Let me kick it to Durag. Who's this? Durag Hoops. What's up, my guy? How you doing, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. What's going on with you?
Yeah, so I'm bouncing off a J-Dub tonight. I got 15 points and 4 dimes for plus 100. With the usage without Shea is crazy. Just pretty consistent. So 15 points, 4 dimes plus 100. And then I got the ladder for 20 points and 6 dimes plus 500.
And that's who is that again?
Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams. OKC. Okay. See, yeah, somebody gonna have to do it today, man. They OKC, they doing that thing, man, where they signing players. I told you about them 10-day contracts. 1, 2, 3 Cancun. I'm about to start seeing it every day on the space. So somebody gonna have to do it. I like the look, Durek. I like the look, bro. Hope you cash it.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. When I saw the Phoenix Suns, I just knew you was about to be able to tell me why the spread had came down, but it's all good. Low.
Hey, Monty might be resting KD a little more than people anticipate.
You think?
He's just kind of like that. So we'll see.
Yeah, I still feel like without KD, they still should be able to win this game by 3.5. This is just crazy to me, man. I'm not a believer in the Bulls at all, man. Like, I feel like for that, if you told me the Suns were only -3, you would have to be telling me that they're playing against the Phoenix Suns. I mean, they're playing against, if they're on the East Coast and they're only 3.5 point favorites, I gotta be thinking that they're going against the Boston Celtics or the Philadelphia 70. They're not even laying 3.5 against them, but it's got to be like the Sixers, maybe the Knicks, those tier 2 teams, and the Celtics. I mean, the Knicks almost up there with the Knicks are good, man. So yeah, I just don't understand it. The Bulls are not even a play-in team right now. So yeah, I understand what you're saying, Durag, but that's I don't know, man. That's the line shocker of the day,
bro. Like, it don't make no sense to me. Like, I'm taking Suns money line in 3 different ways outside of what I gave out. But yeah, like, there's just no way we lose this game in my opinion. So.
Okay, now for sure. Best of luck, man. I appreciate you sharing the look. Monotone, what's going on, my guy? Coming back to you, and then I'm kicking it to Low, and then I think I'm gonna get one more guy. What up, Low? Oh, I'm sorry, Monotone. What's up, Monotone?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, I've heard a lot of Suns love, and I agree, and I have no clue why the line is moving the way it is. I just want to say it kind of reminds me of the same Bulls versus Pistons game just a couple days ago, where the Bulls probably should have been like 8 or 9 point favorites, but it kept moving slowly closer down as the game went on. It feels like the books have been really good at calling when the Bulls win. Like, they were really short in that win against the Wizards. They were really short against that win against the Nets. And then suddenly the odds are kind of weird against the Pistons, and then they don't play well against the Pistons. Now the odds are really weird against the Suns. It just feels like one of those spots where the books are just kind of on the Bulls. And the Bulls are playing their best ball of the year right now. I mean, that guard defense is firing on all cylinders. They're getting some offense. I don't know. I feel like it makes no sense to me, but when a line is that far off from what we all think, right, I think we can all agree that the Suns are a significantly better team. That's just an auto pass for me, because I'm just going to assume that they know more than I do at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I think that's the perfect way to sum it up, Monotone. Mic drop. Nothing else we need to say about that. I absolutely agree. Let me kick it to Low real quick, and then I'm going to try to get Ace up as well, and then we're going to get up out of here. What up, Low?
Yo, what up, Chris? What up, man? How you been?
I'm good, bro. How you doing, my guy?
Good, man. I can't complain. And I got one player prop, and it's a rebound prop. And it's in the Toronto. I mean, not Toronto, but OKC versus Utah Jazz game tonight. I hope I ain't botching his name, but I'm gonna take a stab at it. Kelly Olynyk, is that correct?
Olynyk, you was close. Yeah, Kelly Olynyk.
Kelly Olynyk. I like his rebounds tonight, over 6.5. In his last 5 games, he's hit this number 5 out of the last 5 times, 100%. He's averaging 9.8 rebounds a game in his last 5 games. And we're getting the number today at 6.5 at -105. When I look at this also, I see that OKC doesn't do well with blocking or boxing out opponents at the power forward position. So I do like him to be able to get his 6.5 rebounds. I see that he got 7 rebounds versus OKC just not too long ago. So I just kind of wanted to get that one out to the community. I got it when it was at +105. And as soon as I placed a bet, and put it in, I went back and seen that shit drop to minus 105 immediately. So just kind of wanted to put that out there to the community. He's 5 of 5 in his last 5 games, getting to his rebound number, and OKC doesn't do well versus power forwards at this spot. So I just wanted to get that one out to the community, dog.
Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that for sure, Lo. Let me kick it to best of luck to you too, bro. Lennox should eat tonight. I know Dream said he was on him as well. Ace, I think it's your first time on the show, man. Welcome up. How you doing?
What's going on, Chris? Now I've been on here before. It was early, like October. Remember, I gave that 2.5 Bane plus money assist.
Oh, I mean, I can't remember back that far.
That was the yeah. You're right. I feel you. I've been working and shit, but I've been still doing my shit. But I'm listening to your show on YouTube.
Appreciate you, bro. What you liking today for us? What you got for us?
Bad, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. DraftKings is fire. I've been robbing them ever since I got it. Super Bowl, and they have good first player props, like that ass. First player props is crazy. First quarter props is John Morant, 1.5 rebounds in the first. He gets that easy. I've been doing that all the time with him, and it's been hitting all the time. Like no lie, I haven't missed with that. It's a bonus first quarter, 1.5 assists. On DraftKings, been hitting crazy on that too. Someone else already gave away 2 of the plays I like, the KD one and the rebounds on Mitchell Robinson. So it's cool that they gave that out because I like those 2. And I don't know if Josh Hart's stuff is still there, but 5.5 points over Josh Hart was at plus 125 when I took it. So yeah.
Hold on, what was Josh Hart number?
Josh Hart on DraftKings was at 5.5 plus 125.
5.5 points?
Yes.
For the full game?
For the full game.
What the? Okay, that's crazy. Okay.
Yes, and I don't know if the odds changed or if the numbers went up, but that's what I got, and I took it twice. Yeah. I did it in the morning, and then I was like, I looked at it in the afternoon, and I dropped more money on it.
Got you.
Yep. So yeah, those are what I got. I'm trying to be in here more often.
I appreciate that, Ace. Ace, real quick, you from New York?
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear it in your voice. Y'all talk fast.
You already know. We over here riding with the Knicks, man. Knicks been doing good for us, man. That shit's fire.
Absolutely, bro. Best of luck to you, man. I hope you catch the looks tonight, man.
Yeah, man. I'll be in everybody's favor, man.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. That's what we need, man. All the good juju, all the good vibes, man. All the positive energy, all that good stuff, man.
On it.
Let's go tonight, man. So yeah, I've been on for an hour, 17 minutes, man. I finished about an hour ago. It took me about 20 minutes. But I think a lot of great information was shared. I didn't know that we was gonna have this many guests, this many plays, but it's a lot of great stuff. And the game's actually start in about 20 minutes. So whatever you like the most is what I would, tell you to wager. Hopefully some of the stuff that was shared, you was already liking and kind of leaning towards. So that gave you enough, analysis behind whoever said what it is that you like to actually put it in your bet slip. 5 official plays for me. I put them at the bottom. Celtics team total to go over 119.5. Lakers and Timberwolves to go under 229. Memphis and Denver to go under 234. And the Knicks the Knicks minus the 2.5. Orlando, Charlotte under 226. So real quick, 2 things I want to mention real quick. So with the Knicks game, Jimmy Butler did get ruled in, and that spread did flip. Somebody in the chat said now the Knicks were a dog, and Miami is actually laying a point in some places. At DraftKings, Miami's actually laying a point. So if you didn't play that, you might want to, and you want to play it, you're going to get a much better line right now. I still think that the Knicks win the game. I think Miami's still being overpriced in the market. I know that Miami's coming off a, pretty bad home loss. But Jimmy Butler could go down in this game. That right knee soreness is something that he might just be trying to toughen through. Also, just a tidbit, with Jimmy Butler playing today, if this game is close, it may mean that he's going to rest tomorrow because they do host the Atlanta Hawks tomorrow. So just something to kind of take into consideration if you are watching that game that starts at 8:10 Eastern time. And then one other thing I wanted to mention, I didn't mention this earlier, but the Kings game tonight, right? So I didn't really talk about this game too much. The Kings are laying 7 points, and we know it's a plethora of injuries. I think De'Aaron Fox is probably going to play tonight. PG is not on the injury report, so he's probably going to play. Kawhi's ruled out. No Morris. No Kawhi, of course. No. Who else was I missing? Norman Powell. No Norman Powell either. We know what just happened with these 2 teams. They scored 350 something points. Last week, I think it was 2 weeks ago now, like one of the first games after the All-Star break. if the Clippers, who should be desperate in this spot, if they're going to do anything in this game, it's going to be the first half. I think the best line that you're probably going to get is going to be the Kings live at halftime. If you want to play this game and you stay up that late, because this is a late game. It don't start till 10:10 Eastern time, 7:10 on the West Coast. But this game reminds me a lot of the game last week that the Kings played against the Portland Trailblazers, where Dame got ruled out because of the snowstorm. Jeremy Grant got ruled out. And the Kings were actually losing at the end of the first quarter. And I think they were losing I don't think they were losing at the end of the first half, but they actually got down in the first quarter big. So if you don't want to lay to 7, you should be able to get a real good number on the Kings in the second half. And if you don't want to take the Kings to cover the game, you can take the Kings team total to go over. The reason I didn't play it is because it's just too much imbalance for me. The Kings also host the Toronto Raptors, the Minnesota Timberwolves tomorrow. So that's, I don't really like taking a lot of teams that play on the second leg of a back-to-back. And I also didn't talk too much about the Golden State and New Orleans game, but I think that game goes under as well. I didn't do enough research on it, but 231 is a high total, and the Pelicans can't score the ball. Golden State also been relying a lot on their defense. They went under 5 straight games at home as well. And if the Pelicans are going to stay within 5 points, I think it will be because of their defense. I'm not trusting CJ McCollum to have another great game like he just had the other day, but shout out to Dream because I know he cashed on him. And Brandon Ingram is really their only offense that they have. No Jose Alvarado. I'm not depending on Josh Richardson and Trey Murphy, against this Golden State team that's playing really good defensively. So those are my looks on the last 2 games. I know I didn't give out official plays on those games, but those are, just my thoughts on how those games go. Tomorrow, like I said, we got thank God. I'm glad we get a short day because I need it. We only got 6 games tomorrow. So like I said, I'm gonna be pretty busy tomorrow. Probably won't end up doing a show. But if I see something that I like, I'll probably do like a quick video and kind of break the games down. Because I'll break the games down tonight. Put whatever it is that I like in, because we are starting to get some lines in pretty much every single game except the Atlanta and Miami game, of course, because those two teams are playing right now. But we do kind of got some numbers. Early lean will be Detroit team total to go under. They just rolled out pretty much everybody offensively for them. And they're catching 13 points on the road as a dog. And Donovan Mitchell got rolled in already. So that's an early look, 13-point spread for the Cavs. They should win the game by 22, if I'm being honest. So that's an early look, would be Detroit team total over, or just later 13 points with the Cavs. I think they absolutely beat this team probably by 20 tomorrow. So that would be the first thing that I'm looking at. But that's really what I got for you guys. 5 top plays. They're all at the bottom. I said them a couple times. Best of luck to you guys. If you haven't already, man, hit the like button for me on your way out. Retweet the show. We're always trying to get as many smart people in here as we possibly can to get more knowledge and more insight. Like the show on YouTube as well, and share the show as well, man. Check out the podcast as well. That's all I got for you guys today. Best of luck, man. I'm out.